Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. This show was recorded live on Saturday, May 11th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Kansas City Chiropractic understands the high-pressure demands placed upon individuals in the workplace and the athletic demands people place on their bodies, and they offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. You can call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, everyone. I am Steve Fish. I am the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, and you are watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this show is being taped at Chiefs great Will Shields' 68's Inside Sports. 68's Inside Sports delivers fitness, wellness, and training for all ages. Visit their fitness facility where we're doing our show today off of 88th Street between Neiman and Bond in Lenexa, or their indoor sports training facility, which is called the Warehouse, at 91st and Flint, just a couple of blocks away from here. For more information on all the fitness and wellness and training services available here, and for membership information, call 913-888-9247 or visit 68insidesports.com. Now, today we're taping our radio show, which is on ESPN 1510 Saturdays at 8 a.m. and Sunday evenings at 9 p.m. on 102.9 FM and 1040 a.m. And we're also taping our TV show, which can be seen on Sure West Cable on Channel 7 at 9 a.m., at 5 p.m., and at 9 p.m. every single day. And now you can also view our show and many of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations. And this month, with our current issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 16th year as the magazine for sports fans in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our KC Baseball Report, which is presented by Budweiser. This month, our writers point out the benefits we've seen from the refurbished Royals pitching rotation. And we also talk with Alex Gordon and Alcides Escobar, who are at the top of the Royals batting order. And in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the new ice court, their inline skating outdoor rink at the Kansas City Ice Center, and the hockey programs that you can sign up for inline or ice hockey at KCIC. And for a complete list of locations where you can find KC Sports Magazine, visit our website, kcsportspaper.com. You will find a link to a list of locations right on the front page of the website, or you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. Now, our first guest was with us about a month ago, when we did a show at Mafia Pizzeria. He joined us several years ago, 5 years ago, on our radio version of our show. Chiefs fans, of course, know him as number 68. He was recently inducted into the Chiefs Hall of Fame. He's a future NFL Hall of Famer. He started 223 consecutive games as an offensive guard. Since his retirement, he really hasn't slowed down at all, and he's involved with the community with his foundation, the Will to Succeed Foundation, and his business, 68's Inside Sports, which is where we are today, which is a premier sports and fitness facility in the heart of Lenexa. He's one of the greatest Chiefs of all time, and he's the host for our show today, Will Shields. Thank you for joining us, Will.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about the business here. You've been doing this for 5+ years.
Yep, almost 6 years.
You got 2 locations. What's available? We're at the fitness facility now. What's available at the fitness facility? The list is about this long.
Well, the list is very long.
Yeah.
We do a lot of different things here at 68 Inside Sports. We call it a one-stop shop. Basically, anything you need from youth swimming all the way up to basically rehab, we do here at one place. So we have, of course, 3 basketball courts, indoor pool, racquetball. Let me see, what else do we have? We have, of course, 2 weight rooms, as well as a cardio theater. see if I covered everything.
What's a kinesis studio?
We have a kinesis studio that actually
that
basically it's a machine that works off of kinetic movement in a sense. So what you do is it's a full body training facility. So what it does is it's called alpha, beta, delta, and gamma, and each piece has its own special use for you, and it's all ground based. So we do everything off the ground therefore, and we can work from kids from basically 8 or 9 all the way up to seniors that are 80 or 90 years old in the same room.
And that's one of the nice things is you cover the gamut. You work with the premier athletes. You work with athletes that are up and coming. But you also work with us regular folks that are just needing a trainer and needing some help.
And also most people don't realize is that we are actually one of the only facilities that offer the opportunity for people that work in wheelchairs and things of that nature to train here. We do have a program called I Am, I Will that basically get people that are in chairs and different things and different apparatuses to come out and actually work out in the facility.
I think you have one of those going on right now because we had a couple of gentlemen that came in wheelchairs and they curved around our set here and took off, back towards.
And actually, they're heading into the kinesis room.
So are they?
We use that room for that too.
You've also, as we were coming in, there were a lot of people with some mitts and things like that. Boxing and MMA from all ages as well.
We have a boxing MMA area, and basically we use it for jiu-jitsu training. We have a youth jiu-jitsu program here, as well as a biddy boxing. But we do.
Is that for the little ones?
Yeah, the little ones. They do the biddy boxing piece. But we also do basic, what we call basic training in a sense, just like the classes and kickboxing classes and boxing classes. There's a lot of little things that we do here that makes it fun.
And people should stop by. It's at 11301 West 87th Street. Like I said, it's or 88th Street. It's 88th between Bond and Neiman. So if you know any of those streets, you're gonna find it, or Google it. Of course, go to their website, 68insidesports.com. You've got yoga and Pilates. You've got a whirlpool. You've got an indoor track. Where's the indoor track? It's actually
it's above the basketball courts.
Yeah.
Yep, and actually 16 times around to get you your mile. And then we do, of course, reversible. So we go one way, then we go another. And, of course, we do offer Group X classes, which is the yoga Pilates. We do have Zumba, which Zumba just finished about an hour ago.
Did it?
I was going to ask to see if you wanted to join the class.
No problem. I'd last about that long.
Yeah, and then every month we have a Zumbathon at the beginning of the month. So that first Saturday of every month we have a Zumbathon on our basketball courts, and it's pretty fun.
I bet that's just great for pictures. I'll bet you've got all these people out there doing the dancing and exercising.
And we have 3 courts, so we fill a court and a half of people.
That's great.
And I think that's what makes it a lot of fun to have various programs and do various things.
Right. Okay, so over here you concentrate a little bit on the fitness and the wellness and the exercise and the special programs and things like that. But then if we shift over to the warehouse, which is at 9111 Flint in Overland Park, it's an entirely different facility, but yet it serves athletes and individuals. Explain what goes on at the warehouse.
Basically, there's 2 tiers over at the warehouse. It's our Inside Sports Academy, where we train every sport from top to bottom. Basically, we have lacrosse, we have basketball, basketball training, baseball, soccer, and football. That's more of our field sports that we train over there. Now, we do what we call dry land training for swimmers. So that's something that's, sort of new and in vogue that people are doing. But we have a full weight room over there. We actually cover, let's say, 60,000 square feet.
Wow.
We have batting cages. We have batting instructors. So we actually have Royals players that come over and do some of the hitting and pitching instruction over there. So we try to cater to a lot of different people, but that's more built for our kids that want to get better. Basically, if they want to lose weight and they want an opportunity to do more sports-oriented things to help them reach their goals.
Sure.
That's what that facility is built for.
Sure, but you've also got a capability of doing like flag football and things like that. Some camps and things like that. We have flag football.
We're actually going to start a late, what we call a 4v4 indoor soccer kind of league in there. All these little small things. We are going to do a 4v4 flag football coming up here at the end of summer.
Right.
As well as, we do birthday parties over there, which works out really well because you can do kickball, dodgeball, A lot of different things, our facility is capable for, and we also have started doing lock-ins.
Neat.
A couple of weeks ago, we actually had a lock-in where they brought in a mechanical bull, which was pretty cool to see. Somebody actually riding a mechanical bull in the middle of the gym.
How funny. If you have any video of that, send it to me. I'll put it up on the screen here. Now, you've also got some programs that are very much targeted towards that athlete that wants to really improve. One of them is called Pure Steel. The other one is called Pure Vision. Tell us about these programs.
Well, Pure Vision is the beginning. It's connected with what we call our Dynavision series. So what we do is we have a machine that we bought from Dynavision, and it's very new technology. I should say it's old technology, but with new uses to it. So when they were first designed back in the late 70s, people were trying to figure out exactly what was the best use for them, and basically it's hand-eye vision.
Right.
So what really was cool about it is that they would go back, and now I'd say 80% to 90% of Dynavisions are in the hospital setting. And they use them for people that had strokes and everything else. So when you actually have a stroke or a brain trauma of any kind of sort, that part of the brain sort of deteriorates in a sense. And most people don't really think of it that way, and they don't want to think of it that way, but it does.
Sure.
And what the machine does is help you actually create new synapses, not new, but basically other ways around that brain matter so that it becomes more functional. So within the last 10 to 15 years, they've been using it in hospital settings.
Right.
Now, what we've done is basically partner up with the company, and we have actually created new protocols and different new procedures of how to train the athlete that way. It's the one mechanism, or one of two mechanisms, that most people don't train. We don't train vision, and we don't train feet.
In normal experiences of training a student athlete.
I mean, you teach footwork,
right,
but you don't actually train the foot and the ankle for strength.
I see.
And so we actually do both. So we say we teach from the ground up. So we actually teach your feet to get stronger and then all the way up to your eyes. And the way that works for us is that we can actually go back and say, okay, how can you react to something that you really didn't see in the first place?
Right.
So we try to increase their focal point to where it's not just one spot. You can see the whole spectrum as you're playing. I take it as basketball because most people say, hey, you have great court vision. And those people that have great court vision means they can see things further out than others. They can anticipate it. And that's what we're trying to teach our kids now, is to be able to anticipate things that's going to happen before they happen so they can protect themselves. And I think that's something that we've missed by having our, I should say my kids look down at the computer screen or whatever. They have one focal point and they never see outside of the screen.
Right. Well, they say the hand is quicker than the eye, and what you're working on is speeding up the eyes, so the hands are even quicker.
Exactly.
And that's in a lot of ways that's going to benefit in many ways. But yeah, if you can see somebody coming at you,
you can
see a
react
situation,
better, you can do things beforehand. And also with the machine, which is really unique, is that we can actually do baseline concussion testing. So we can do pre or post concussion testing and basically tell you what level that your brain is functioning in within a certain goal. We're not doctors and things like that, but by the testing results that's happened over the last 5 to 6 years, we can basically give you a great thing of saying, hey, you need to go see a neurologist because there is an issue there. There is a problem. There are things that, this child's not seeing correctly. What was really unique over the last year and a half, we've seen more vision problems by using the Dynavision than anything else. So let's say, you have kids that haven't been to the doctor in a while, and you're going, okay, when's the last time you had your eyes checked? I don't remember. I was like, that's part of the issue because, you need to go get your eyes checked because you might need glasses. I don't think your left side can see as well as your right. Or, just the simple fact of how your eyes function together. Being able to train them, independently of each other is something else that really helps you play on a field or any kind of sport or just in life in general.
Right. So you use that. Obviously, it's a great tool to get that baseline with a kid before they go into football or lacrosse or any sport that, any sport can lead to a concussion. So it's great to have that so that if they do run into a concussion issue, you can then test them again and at least give some advice to the coach. It takes the pressure off the coach
as well. It takes the coach, the parent, to everyone else that you're going to be able to give them an opportunity to make a better decision on it. And then the other one would be our Pure Steel. Basically, that is a unique program that really you have to see to believe. It's really unique in how we do it. It creates strength. I call it strength endurance training. So it creates your whole body is getting stronger at the same time, as well as your mental prowess, because we push you to the limits.
Right.
But it's done in a way to where you want your kid to want to come back over and over and over. And once they start doing it, they're actually thriving on it, trying to figure out what's going to go next. How are we going to do something more unique that day? And that's what makes it unique. So we use different things, what we call like strength things and power maces and balance boards and, little neat things that are a little different than what you use in the traditional weight room. And that, I think that's what makes it fun. We do play with the sleds every once in a while.
Sure.
And actually, I just got a new toy yesterday, which we'll be introducing to the kids on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's going to be unbelievable. They're going to be bouncing off the walls.
Can you tell us what it is? Because this show will actually air after that.
You
want to wait till next
actually,
week?
Since it's going to air after, I just got a new hill for indoor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, indoor
How's that
hill.
work?
Actually, it works off air. You actually air it up, and it's a true hill from top to bottom. It's
Really?
amazing, and it's you can do it inside, so that's what makes
Right.
it even better.
Oh, how neat.
Because I don't have to go out and find a field that has a hill or whatever. I just go, today we're going to do hills. Okay, great.
Blow it up?
Blow it up and go.
Well, that's great. Well, you guys have classes and camps coming up. Well, I should say we're talking with Will Shields at 68's Inside Sports. You can go online and check out their website, 68insidesports.com. You've got some classes and camps that are coming up as well as we head towards the summer.
We're getting for our summer training packages, and what we're going to do is basically that's when we can run classes all day long for people that are trying to go from high school to college. We run that early in the morning, and then we come at 10 o'clock and we start our youth classes, which we have an intersperse of some college kids that don't like to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know how that would work.
I have a few of those in my house.
But they'll jump into some of the classes that are built for our middle school to youth classes and get their workout in. And we'll be running those from basically 6 a.m. all the way till probably 5 or 6 in the afternoon.
Wow.
So there's opportunities for somebody that wants to get a class, and we're actually running what we call a summer special, which is one of the most unique things ever. Is basically you pay $250 and you can come 3 days a week for the whole summer.
Wow.
So it gives you basically 8 weeks of training for a great price.
No kidding.
So it gives you 8 weeks of your child going out 3 days a week, getting some great instruction from top to bottom. Now, of course, the ones in the morning, that's what we call our large group classes.
Right.
And then in the afternoon, we tier back to our basically 1-to-7 ratio classes in the afternoons, because that's more specialized, and we sort of get to those kids that really want to get serious about getting ready for the next level.
And the benefit of that is the kids are actually getting out and exercising.
Exactly. And the thing of it is, what makes it easy for us is that it's actually heat controlled. So I don't have to worry about them overheating unless I ran them too much.
Right.
And so then you don't have to worry about rain out dates or anything of that nature, because we're inside. That's what makes it real cool.
That's really nice. So membership, let's talk membership here. We've got about a minute and a half or so. Let's talk membership.
Yes.
One of the things that's cool on your website, you've got a 7-day pass as well.
Well, we actually go say you need at least 7, we call it 7 to 14 days to change a habit.
Right.
And until you get to that point, you'll always say, well, I might, maybe I will.
Sure.
But I want to give you an opportunity to come try us out, to come see what it's about, and then you make an educated guess on if you like it or not. I don't want to be that guy that's sitting here pressuring you and saying, okay, you need to sign today, you need to sign today.
Right.
I want you to do it for you.
Right.
Because that's really the person that really means the most, is for us to be able to help you become better. And I want you to get 7 days to get a feel of our staff and our club, and then even if you don't join, just give me a critique of what you think, because that helps us become better.
Well, and the nice thing about that is most places will give you one day, maybe 2 days. 7 days is a lot. You can come here 3-4 times at least.
Yes, exactly.
And really check it out and get a feel multiple days for what it's like here, and I think that's terrific. So if people want to sign up, they can go to your website, or they can call.
They can go to our website, 68insidesports.com, and they can check on it. We have a membership tab. You can sign up right there online, or you have to go and there's a printout that you can print for your 7-day pass. Print it out, bring it in, try us out, and see what you think.
That'd be terrific. I mean, people should do that. 68insidesports.com. Will, thanks so much for joining us today. We're going to be back here again next week, and we'll be talking with you as well next week.
Thanks for
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We are coming to you from Chiefs Great Will Shields 68's Inside Sports Health and Fitness Club, which is located at 88th between Neiman and Bond in Lenexa. I am Steve Fish. We will be right back. Go online and watch Good Sports, the KC Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, featuring the Surplus Exchange Soccer Report, the Budweiser Royals Report, the KCI Center Hockey Report, and the Siege Sports High School Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. And this month, get a chiropractic exam and a spinal decompression for just $35 when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Whether you are playing a sport, running a business, or learning how to use an iPad, your ability to make split-second decisions is essential for your success. Hey sports fans, this is Greg Pryor. I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for over 9 seasons and was a member of the '85 World Champion Royals. My decisions in the field and at the plate could have been the difference between winning and losing. Since 1994, I have owned a local health supplement company called Life Priority. Life Priority offers many nutritional formulas that give your body the nutrients that can help your brain keep pace in today's fast lifestyle. To see all 17 Life Priority products, please visit my website at lifepriority.com or call me at 913-438-5433. Use Life Priority products and improve your chances of winning. For free shipping, use promo code LIFEP at lifepriority.com or call me today at 913-438-5433.
Sign up now for Cargo Largo's annual Cargo for Kids charity golf tournament June 21st at Drum Farm. For more details about this event, visit cargolargo.com/cargo-for-kids or email info@cargolargo.com. With your coupon in KC Sports and Fitness, get 2 large one-topping pizzas for just $14.99 at Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. It's pizza you can't refuse. The Goal is a new teaching aid to help with your putting by letting you see the line of the putt from the ball to the target. For more information on this new product that can improve your game, visit thegoalofputting.com or call 816-582-3530. Sign up now for the Father's Day Run Walk on June 16th in Overland Park. The Father's Day 5K and 10K is presented by Village Shalom and supports programs and services to help individuals and families confronting Alzheimer's. Register today at fathersdayrun.org.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Now, this show is being taped at Chiefs Great Will Shield 68's Inside Sports. 68's Inside Sports delivers fitness, wellness, and training for all ages. Visit their fitness facility where we're doing our show today off of 88th Street between Neiman and Bond in Lenexa, or their indoor sports training facility called The Warehouse at 91st and Flint, just a couple of blocks away from here. For more information on all the fitness, wellness, and training services available here, and for membership information, call 913-888-9247 or visit 68insidesports.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our soccer report presented by the Surplus Exchange. This month, we write about FC Porto of Kansas and how this club shows low-income kids how to use soccer to open doors to higher education. You can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Mafia Pizzeria Southside, Old Shawnee Pizza, Golf MD, Eagles Landing Golf Course, Minsky's Pizza on Berry Road, the Kansas City Ice Center, and, of course, here at 68's Inside Sports. Now, in our golf report, we write about the Cargo Largo Cargo for Kids golf tournament coming up on June 21st at Drum Farms, and the programs available at the Heart of America Golf Academy. Now, we'd also like to welcome some new advertisers that you'll find in this month's KC Sports and Fitness, and they include ChiquiSporty.com, the Village Shalom Father's Day Run, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy firm, WM Law, the Fieldhouse of Kansas City, and where we are today, Will Shield 68's Inside Sports. And if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, you can go to our website and follow the links to our pages. Our website is kcsportspaper.com. And now you can view our show, this show that we're taping here, and some of our past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. And as I mentioned, we're out here at 68's Inside Sports, and we're joined by Tarron Smith. He's a personal trainer here at the facility. Welcome to our show, Tarron. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here.
So, Tarron, what kind of clients do you usually work with here at 68's Inside Sports?
I work with all types of clients. Clients just wanting to lose weight, ones that want to build muscle, athletes who want to just get to that next level.
Sure. So how long have you been here at this facility? I've
been at this facility for about a year and a half.
Okay. What did you do before?
I was a personal trainer in another gym, and then I was a track coach.
Okay. And apparently in your younger days, you and Will crossed paths in the college days. What was that all about?
I think I met him the summer after his freshman year.
Okay.
And we roomed in the same dorm during the summer.
I see.
Yeah, I got some few stories about it.
He said you ran up and down the halls and things like that. You've got some. Okay, wait, let's go back. You got a few stories about it.
See, I always have a few stories about it.
Well, you just have to sign up for training with Tarron, and he'll
he'll
give you a story. Yeah. So you ran track at Nebraska.
Yes.
How'd you do? What was that experience like?
I loved it.
Really?
I mean, I ran track in high school and grade school, and just doing it, moving up to that next level.
What was the short distance or the long distance? Or
100, 200, and 400 when the coach could find me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your best speed, best time?
In the 100, it was a 10.2.
Wow.
And 200, I run a 20.7.
Wow.
And the 400, I have run a 47.5, but like I said, I hated that race.
What's the difficulty of that compared to the 100 is just staying at that pace? And
100, you're done in 11 seconds.
Right.
200, 21 seconds, you're done.
Right.
That 400, once I crossed the finish line, I was done.
Oh, really? A different kind of endurance type of thing. So
yes.
Now, one of your clients, I saw this on the web. Her name is Kirsten. Her last initial is S. Had this to say about you: my personal trainer, Tarron Smith, knows what he's talking about, and he makes it easy to understand the workouts and what he wants from me. Then he works my butt off and doesn't let me quit. And he keeps workouts challenging and gives me quick goals that keep me motivated. That's a really nice endorsement for what it is that you do here at 68's Inside Sports. So you train athletes. One of the things you do is on a piece of equipment that's available here at 68's Inside Sports called a Vertimax. Can you explain what the Vertimax is?
Vertimax it's a platform, and I can put straps on someone's waist, and basically I can add up to 250 pounds of pressure.
Wow.
So when they're jumping 7 inches with that much weight, I take the weight off. That 7 inches turns into 14 inches.
I see. So it's kind of like, and I come from a baseball background, it's kind of like the bat weight that you put on and you swing and you swing and you swing, and then all of a sudden your bat feels lighter. Is that a? Yes,
and then I try to get them twice a week so their body gets used to jumping with that weight. So when in that game situation, when they need that explosiveness, they have it.
But it's done with elastic bands.
Yes.
It's not really with weights or anything like that. It's done with the tension of an elastic band. And this is a unique piece of equipment that goes a little bit beyond some of those elastic band type of things that you can do, because the tension's always there, I guess.
Yes, as you jump up, it's it's 250 pounds up top. It's 250 pounds as soon as you take off.
Right, and I can understand how that would be great for volleyball and for basketball, and I guess the arms also are a part of it.
Yes.
Again, with baseball, they say a pitcher doesn't just throw with his arm, he throws with his legs as well and things like that. So I can understand all of that. How does it translate to other sports as well?
Well, I can use this for football, baseball, basketball. I don't just have to have it attached to their waist. I can have it on their ankles. I can have it on their hands. I have attachments where it's on their thighs. And they don't have to stay on the platform. I can have them move them from the platform and have them do exercises 10 feet away from the platform.
I gotcha. So is this a piece of equipment that's here at the fitness and health facility, or is it over at the warehouse?
Right now it's pretty mobile.
Really?
So I can bring it here, and I can also take it over to the warehouse.
Sure. And so the people that you mostly work with this piece of equipment, are they young athletes that are trying to jump higher or be stronger or things like that?
Yes.
Or collegiate athletes mostly?
I work with high school. I do work with collegiate. I have an athlete who's going to the University of Memphis, and we're trying to improve that first step.
I see. And that's really important. I know that there's a lot of things. That explosion on the first step is there's this weightlifting training move that a lot of people use for helping with that. This also does that type of a thing? Is that it work in conjunction with that type of training, or does it replace that type of thing?
It works in conjunction.
Okay.
It's you can't replace that. I mean, probably talking about the cleans. It's great for explosion.
Yeah.
When I put this on someone's ankles and they're trying to go side to side motions, it just adds to what the cleans can do for them.
And in any sport, that first couple of steps are just the most important thing.
It can make or break you.
Yeah, if you get to whatever it is first before somebody else, then you've got a better chance to do whatever it is, hit the tennis ball or catch the ball, the football or the baseball or anything like that. So, and there are different strengths, or are there different strengths? Can you tone it down and tone it up as you progress with that jump?
When I first start with people, they're usually on level 1 or 2.
Okay.
And their goal is to be, when they're done, they want to be on level 5, because the level 5 means that they're getting the max that they can get out of it.
Right. And then it also can be used for injury prevention and physical therapy as well?
Yes. I mean, you're going to, anytime you work those areas out, that you're going to build up strength.
Right.
You work a lot of stability muscles, a lot of core with this.
Right. And I know, with injury issues and things like that, sometimes the doctors will give you some sort of an elastic product that you can then use. So, for that type of a thing, you can probably use this as well, I would guess. So, so how many students do you usually train on this? I mean, is that a part of the curriculum that you work with any kid that comes in? You not only work with them in other areas and in other ways, and weightlifting and other workout things, but you also get them on this machine? Well,
I try to incorporate everything with it. So it may start off in the weight room, and then when they progress to that point, okay, let's bring the Vertimax in. So let's work on that speed. Let's, try to get you to jump higher and, that first step.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So we're talking with Tarron Smith. He's a personal trainer. He's been here for about a year and a half at 68's Inside Sports. You work with track kids still right now?
Yes.
College and high school kids?
Yes, I do.
What brought you to Kansas City? How'd you wind up here in Kansas City?
Actually, I was born and raised in Kansas City.
Oh, really? Where'd you go to high school?
O'Hara High School.
Okay. Well, good. Well, so how'd you wind up in Nebraska? It was the scholarship?
Yeah, actually, I was set up to go to another school, and I got a call from Coach Dave Harris from Nebraska, and he asked me what my plans were, and I said, well, thought about going to Northwest Missouri State, and he said, I want to change your mind. I went to one recruiting trip, and I came back and said I changed my mind.
There we go. That's very cool. So people can reach you here at 68's Inside Sports. How else can they reach you? Can they email you?
Yes, they can email me at Tarron at 68 Inside Sports.
Okay. Pretty easy. Well, Tarron, thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate that. We're going to show some video as well of the Vertimax, or some pictures of it in use. Very cool machine. Wish they had it when I was a kid growing up and playing baseball and all that stuff.
Amazing machine. Allison Felix, who I was talking about earlier, the 200-meter winner for the women's. She uses the exact same machine.
Yeah.
The exact same machine we have.
And you can get it here at 68's Inside Sports. Thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine Show. We're coming to you from Chiefs great Will Shields, 68's Inside Sports their Health and Fitness Club, which is located on 88th between Neiman and Bond in Lenexa. I am Steve Fish. We will be right back. The Kansas City Ice Center's Outdoor Pavilion is now open. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, spring leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. For sports like you've never seen before, Siege Sports is the answer. Unique uniforms and superior equipment for your complete athletic experience. Contact Siege Sports at 913-953-8400 or visit SiegeSports.com.
Someone has to motivate her. Someone has to prepare him. Someone has to lead them. Someone has to train them. Heritage College. Train to be a personal trainer. Get started today. Call 1-866-845-3613. That's 1-866-845-3613.
68's Inside Sports produces athletes who are physical and mental champions. And right now, sign up your athlete for 68's Inside Sports Pure Steel cutting-edge training program that improves strength, speed, flexibility, cardio capacity, power, and more. And the program also includes 68's Inside Sports Pure Vision program, which improves reaction time, decision-making, and peripheral awareness. Cost for the 8-week, 24-session program is just $250. Register online at 68sinsidesports.com. Two of the finest golf clubs in Kansas City are right in Overland Park. St. Andrews Golf Club at Neiman and 135th Street, and Overland Park Golf Club at 125th and Quivira. For tee times, call St. Andrews at 913-897-3804 and OP Golf Club at 913-897-3809 or visit golfop.com. Sign up now for fun at Volleyball Beach. It's the perfect way to stay in shape and enjoy the outdoors. For over 24 years, Volleyball Beach has been KC's #1 sand volleyball spot. With 13 courts, Volleyball Beach has leagues every Sunday through Friday evening. And sign up now for summer leagues beginning on June 9th. For more information, visit Volleyball Beach at Holmes and Blue Ridge Boulevard. Call 816-942-2820 or visit volleyballbeach.com. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Phone Fix is KC's cell phone repair shop. Save $10 on any repair with your coupon from KC Sports. Call 913-735-9411 or stop by Phone Fix next to Buffalo Wild Wings south of Strangline in Olathe.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
For great pizza and Italian food, call Old Shawnee Pizza at 913-631-5716 for their Shawnee location, 913-677-1844 for their Kansas City, Kansas location, or 913-251-1234 for their Lenexa location. Lights, camera, camera, action! Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our good sports, TV, and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050. Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Now, this show is being taped at Chiefs great Will Shields' 68's Inside Sports. 68's Inside Sports delivers fitness, wellness, and training for all ages. Visit their fitness facility where we're doing our show today, which is located on 88th between Neiman and Bond in Lenexa, or their indoor sports training facility called The Warehouse at 91st and Flint, which is just a couple of blocks away from here. For more information on all the fitness and wellness and training services available here, and for membership information, call 913-888-9247 or visit 68insidesports.com. Now, this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by the Surplus Exchange, where you can take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Now, I also want to mention some of the experts who each will be a part of our show during the month, and each has contributed an article to the current issue of KC Sports. They are Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic and Pam Davenport and Billy Taylor, who are instructors at Heritage College. Now, in the KC Sports High School Report presented by Siege Sports, we write about Kansas's top 3 distance runners who go to different high schools but live about 3 miles away from each other in Overland Park. And I also want to mention that we've teamed up with the U.S. Army and are honoring high school top performers. Each month we award a coach and a student athlete with an award provided by Regal Awards and Advertising Specialties. And we'll also introduce you to a high school student who is enlisted in the Army. Now, this month our top performers are all from Olathe North High School. They are baseball coach Matt Smith, and this month our student athlete is also a future soldier. He is Nicholas Tincher, who plays on the baseball team, and he's enlisted in the Army. Now, I also want to mention that on May 18th, we will be doing our show from Will Shields' 68's Inside Sports, which again is located on 88th between Bond and Neiman and Lenexa. On May 25th, we will be at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf. Plus, we'll be at the Kansas City Ice Center on June 1st. Casey Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. So come on out and join us for these events. You might see yourself on TV. And now joining us is a highly acclaimed golf instructor here in the Kansas City marketplace who has trained more than 40 state champions and more than 50 USGA qualifiers. He is Rob Shipman of the Shipman Golf Institute. Thanks for coming on the show, Rob.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
We appreciate coming out. It's a beautiful day today. You could be out on the golf course, but you're sitting here with us. Thank you very much.
It's a little less windy in here than it is
yeah,
out
that's
there
true.
today.
It is a windy day, but you know that's another way for an instructor to teach how to play golf in the wind. So how long have you been training golfers?
Almost 30 years.
Wow.
Full time, pretty close to 20.
Wow. So what got you into that? I'm sure you fell in love with golf and, played golf and still do, of course. But what got you into the training side?
Well, absolutely. I was a player, played in college, played just like everyone did growing up. Mm-hmm. But I was always really fascinating with what made the swing work, the mechanics, what made the ball do what it does, just the biomechanics of the golf swing. And it just kind of naturally led one to another. There was a place that started in 1997 called Golf Swing Technologies. Mm-hmm. Since they've gone by the way, but they were the very leaders in using biomechanics to study the golf swing.
What is biomechanics?
Just like how much the body rotates, how the muscles stretch. And they had these really high-end computers at the time. I think there's only 10 in the whole world.
Really?
And I had the reputation as being a teacher. They came to me, just asked me if I wanted to go teach there. I actually took a pay cut to go over there, and it's the best move I ever made. They're great people, and just gave, 4,000 or 5,000 lessons a year over there for 2 or 3, 4 years in a row, and Thought I knew a lot about golf, but when you do it that much every day on those computers, you really learn, and that kind of formed the base of what I actually do teach today.
So if you're interested in this kind of the science of golf, did you have that kind of background? Were you always interested in science as a kid or something like that, or was it just specifically this thing that caught your attention?
Just when it came to golf.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, had the science teacher taught golf, you know, you would have been the star pupil there. So what age of individuals do you teach?
I teach. I don't really teach the very beginning junior golf stuff. I leave that to the club pros and stuff.
Sure.
It's more about fun at that point. People come more to me if they're serious about getting good at golf.
Mm-hmm.
I've started them as young as I've taught some 9, 10, 11-year-olds, but usually about 6th or 7th grade when people start coming to me, and then all the way up through 70 years old or better.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll bet it's interesting to work with a golfer from 6th or 7th grade who's growing up as well.
It absolutely is. It can almost be sad, and because some of these kids I taught since 5th, 6th, 7th grade. I teach them all the way through junior high, high school, college, and then they'll even go play the tours and stuff. But when a lot of them I'll teach once or twice a week for 6, 7 years. And then they'll leave and go to college, and it almost creates a hole. It's almost having like one of your kids leave, but it happens. It's good.
Well, I bet the challenge is just as a kid is getting older and getting bigger and putting on muscle, or I bet that's an interesting challenge because they say that kids they get gangly and uncoordinated and some of them do and things like that. That I'll bet that presents additional challenges because they might have done well a year ago, but all of a sudden they put on 5 inches of height.
It happens. I mean, these kids all want to hit it farther, and they all go through puberty at different points in their life. And some of these kids don't hit it anywhere one year, and they'll hit it 100 yards farther the next year. And they're always impatient on wanting that to happen.
Sure.
And I always have to tell them, look, it's going to happen. Just keep swinging it right, and a year from now, it's going to go a lot farther.
So this swing technology that you helped these people develop and you taught at Golf Swing Technologies, you have a computer like that in your facility right now?
I do. When I went to business for myself, I went to Hillcrest Country Club, and the computer that I have now was developed for me. The company that called Advanced Motion Measurement out of Phoenix, they came to me when I went for myself and said, don't you want to have that computer? There's only a half dozen people in the world who know how to run them. And I, at that point, had given so many lessons, I really didn't feel I needed it. And I thought the computer had limitations. And they came to me and said, if you come down here, we'll build you one that does whatever you want it to do. And so I went down there, and they did one. And it's different than any other computer. After they made it, the company went to a different processor, and they went a different way as far as more golf fitness, as far as golf swing.
I see.
And it's what it is. It's the modern model for what TPI is. Anyone out there who plays golf knows Titleist Performance Institute and what they do in their swing.
Sure.
So my computer is slightly different. It's more geared towards the golf swing, but since they changed the model, they'll never make another one. It'll end up being the only one.
So it does some unique things that that only you can see because of what it is that it does.
So I hope it never breaks down. Parts are going to be a little hard to come
by. So you also use video. I mean, video is very obviously used a lot now, but you also use video.
Video is the main teaching tool.
Now, the golf swing, I know with again, I referred to this in an earlier interview today, my background, with baseball, bat speed is really important. Is there a speed issue, obviously the swing issue and all that stuff with golf to get more out of your swing and all that stuff?
Obviously, and actually in the biomechanical computer, one of the categories is bat speed, even in the golf swing.
Okay.
One of the angles that's named bat speed.
Really? So you look at that. So how much do you have to slow that swing down to break it down? I bet you have to really slow it down to almost frame by frame.
Yeah, my cameras run about 1,000 speed.
1,000 frames per second? Oh, well, I don't think you want to slow it down. That's a lot of frames to look at. But
that's about
what they run. Wow. But that allows you to capture all that
Absolutely.
stuff. That's great.
Yeah, when the club hits the ball looks like it's a picture.
Right.
It doesn't blur at all.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. So every student that you work with, and let's talk for a few seconds here about some of the students that you've taught. They get personal attention. It's a one-on-one, right?
Okay.
So who are some of the people that you've taught that have gone on to, win the Kenneth Smith Award or things like that?
The Kenneth Smith Award is given annually to the top high school player in Kansas City. Academics are part of that equation.
Sure.
Last year, Ann Willman won it from Shawnee Mission East. I taught her from 6th grade going on. I taught her brother from 6th grade up.
Okay.
He played for the University of Nebraska, one of the best players in the city. And it's quite a thrill to win. It's a nice award. The Kenneth Smith Award Company, they do a great job. They give a scholarship out with it. And it's quite an honor to win that thing.
For sure. Cassie Wang said you teach cause and effect, and we did an article on Rob in last month's issue, in the April issue of KC Sports and Fitness. You can check that out online at kcsportspaper.com. And part of that is a student can self-correct if needed. So you teach them, if you do this, this is going to happen. And so if they realize that that's happening, they can then adjust.
It's nothing but physics.
Right.
The ball can't lie. The ball's only doing what the club tells it to. And so it takes a while to develop the feel for it, but when you watch the ball fly, you can not even see the swing and know what happened.
Right.
And so it takes years to get it, but as I'm teaching them, every time they hit a bad shot, we go over it, what happened, and pretty soon they can start to tell. It's a whole different thing to figure out what to do to fix it.
Right.
But you can tell what it did.
Right. Well, we're talking with Rob Shipman of the Shipman Golf Institute. You can reach him at 816-582-3530. ShipmanGolfInstitute.com is one of his websites now. Being an instructor, you're also an inventor. You've created a training aid that's called The Goal. Tell us about The Goal. We've had it in the shot here in front of you, but tell us about The Goal.
Well, there's something when I went out and taught, people tend to be inside the ball and the putter on the heel and the putter aim left. Mm-hmm. Almost always.
Really?
And so as years went by, I came up with something to start to correct that stuff. Mm-hmm. Not to sell, just to do.
Right.
And then as I had it on the green teaching with it, everybody thought it was great and wanted to buy it. Mm-hmm. And I had to explain it wasn't for sale. It's something I had made. And the members kept coming on and saying, you need to go make that thing. You need to go take that thing and sell it. And so after a couple years of prompting, I did the patent process, got it patented, went and got a maker here in Kansas City, and we had some made, took it down to the PGA show, and the response was humbling and overwhelming. It was great.
Well, the PGA.com rated it as one of the 10 best things you've never heard of. Now you've heard of it here, and of course you can check it out by going to ShipmanGolfInstitute.com or thegoalofputting.com. You can find out more about The Goal. But how does it work? What does it do?
Well, basically, when you go to putt, just like shooting a rifle, if your eyes are over the rifle barrel, you can see the line or where you're aiming it more precisely than if they're inside. And so by putting this on the line of the putt, when you put the alignment sticks in the goal itself, the hole will appear between the goal. And if the hole's not in the middle of the goal, that means your eyes are not over the ball. Then once your eyes are over the golf ball, you just focus on hitting the ball through the middle of the goal. It's very simple. It's very, very simple, but very, very effective.
And you've got some video, I think, on your website that kind of shows that. And it is amazing when you see that and break that technique down that it works that way. Now, what happens if the green is hillier or something like that?
You can actually set it up on the break of the putt.
Oh, okay.
You can actually set it up. You can put a tee to the side of the hole and set it up on that line, and it works fine. Usually when you practice putting, you practice straight putts, but I'm not going to say I've never used it. The trick is to actually try it. From having it at the PGA show, people come by. The PGA show, for these who don't know, is mostly just golf pros. Golf pros looking at equipment.
Right. And
golf pros come by, had greens down there. They'd look at it. I'd ask them, do you understand it? And they'd always say yes. And then I'd always say, do you really understand it? Tell me what you think it does. And they never got it right. And then so I would convince them just to stand over a putt And just time after time, once a golf pro stood over it, they just lifted up their head and said, "That is amazing."
Mm-hmm.
And it's, that's maybe one of the problems with trying to sell it is you almost have to stand over it to understand it.
Right.
But once you see it, then you understand it. But obviously, when I teach with it, people do use it, and they always understand it.
And so obviously other golf pros are using it now in their teaching, and so that's spreading as well.
Yeah, since the show, when they ordered them, it's just almost every day a golf pro will call me from New York or California, wherever, and just tell me they just think this is the greatest training aid ever invented. It's see the line, hit the line without anything down around the ball.
Right.
You're still just putting the ball. There's nothing, no block of wood. There's nothing to train your stroke. It's just see the line, hit the line. And it's really rare in golf today to come up with an idea that no one ever came up with. It's just completely different.
And so simply, done,
very simple.
Doesn't require the computer, and everything is so computer analysis, which I know is very, very important as well. But very simple tool. Again, you can find out more about the goal and Rob's Golf Institute at shipmangolfinstitute.com. His other website is thegoalofputting.com. It kind of sends you both to the same place, really, but there's some video on there of that. You can find out more about lessons as well from Rob. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming out here again, taking some time off from teaching and all that. That will do it for our show today. My thanks to our host for today's show, 68's Inside Sports, and our guest, Chiefs Great and owner of this health and fitness and training facility, Will Shields, personal trainer, Tarron Smith, and golf instructor, Rob Shipman. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You will find it all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. And this month, get a chiropractic exam and a spinal decompression for just $35 when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Visit collegiatecamo.com for Father's Day gifts. Collegiate Camo has quality vehicle and boat decals, headwear, shirts, and outerwear for over 40 colleges. And save 20% on golf decals when you enter code FATHER at collegiatecamo.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Sign up now for Get Golf Ready classes at the Heart of America Golf Academy, or take advantage of the great adult, junior, and family play and practice programs. For more information, call the Heart of America Golf Academy at 816-513-8940 or visit hoagolfacademy.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. Mention KC Sports when you buy a large specialty pizza and get a small one topping free at any of the 3 Old Shawnee Pizza locations: Shawnee, KCK, and Lenexa. Visit ShawneePizza.com for menu and details. The Kansas City Ice Center's outdoor pavilion is now open. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, spring leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. For all your award, trophy, and promotional needs, contact Jim at Regal Awards and Advertising Specialties. Call 913-451-5744 or visit regalawards.com. 68's Inside Sports produces athletes who are physical and mental champions. And right now, sign up your athlete for 68's Inside Sports Pure Steel Cutting Edge Training Program that improves strength, speed, flexibility, cardio capacity, power, and more. And the program also includes 68's Inside Sports Pure Vision Program, which improves reaction time, decision making, and peripheral awareness. Cost for the 8-week, 24-session program is just $250. Register online at 68sinsidesports.com.